Hello, very good evening. Welcome to the Evening Bulletin, live and direct from our studios on the 10th Avenue Extension, Greater State. This is Mega TV. With the Mega News at 6, my name is El Samuels. First, the headlines. The President, John Dramani Mahama, is set to co-chair the high-level segment of the Global One Health Summit alongside French President Emmanuel Macron. 17 days after the renowned Ghanaian visual authorities have yet to provide a substantive public update on the status of the investigation. On the international front, in a way, the President Donald Trump's end of civilization threat to Iran posted on his True Social account is even more shocking than his earlier one that was rich in an unpresidential-like. The news is also live on our social media handle on MBN 360. The minority in Parliament has raised concerns over what it described as an attempt to introduce LGBTQ-related concepts into Ghana's constitution through the ongoing constitutional review process.
Speaking at the New Patriotic Party NPP headquarters on behalf of the minority, the Member of Parliament for Asin South and sponsor of the anti-LGBT bill, Johnny Tim Fujo, cited recommendations on pages 107 and 108 of the Constitution's moral and cultural values. The minority also called on President John Dramani Mahama and the National Democratic to prioritize the anti-LGBT bill. Reverend Tim Fujo stated that churches, Muslim clerics, and traditional authorities had been assured that the legislation would be prioritized if the NDC assumed power, but recent developments suggested otherwise. He urged the president, commonly referred to as the Black Maria. Despite the seriousness of the claims, the team led by Abdul Bawa Jalil has denied any involvement, maintaining that its officers were not present at the scene. In the days following the alleged assault, the matter was referred to the Police Professional Standards Bureau, the internal unit tasked with investigating misconduct within the Ghana Police Service. However, nearly 3 weeks on, the Bureau has yet to communicate any findings or progress to the public. Mahama, who met with the Police Management Board in Accra on March 26, made it clear that his pursuit of the case is not motivated by financial compensation, but by a desire for justice and institutional accountability. He further underscored the broader implications of the case, noting that transparent handling of such incidents is critical to strengthening public trust in democratic institutions.
Policy think tank Imani Africa is urging President John Dramani Mahama to intervene in what it calls emerging legal procurement risk in how state institutions are selecting insurance providers, warning that recent shifts in placement may be sidestepping Ghana's procurement laws.
Imani founder Franklin Kudu raised the concerns in the petition dated March 30th, 2026, which was formally acknowledged by the Office of the President on April 1st. He urged that insurance procurement by the public institutions is not a discretionary exercise and must be strictly follow the Public Procurement Act 2003 Act 663. According to him, recent developments suggest that policy engagement may, in practice, be involving into operational direction, with the potential to create a structural bias in favor of state-owned insurance. At the heart of Imani's worries is a December 2025 directive from the State Interest and Governance Authority, SIGA, asking state-owned enterprises, SOEs, to prioritize SIC insurance, PLC and SIC Life for their insurance needs. Imani says the insurance has already influenced procurement pathways across several major institutions, leading to reduced participations from private insurers and growing perception that some insurance outcomes are predetermined. The petition also cites the Ghana National Gas Company as a key example of what Imani describes as a drift from competitive placement to directed allocation. Glyco General Insurance Company Limited, which previously led the structured insurance program for Ghana Gas involving the rated international real insurance, was placed at the end of December 2025.
Now we go for a quick break. While we return, we trek down straight to the business desk. We're bringing the business stories. Stay with us. Welcome back from the break. You're still live on the Mega News at 6 on Mega TV, live and direct from our studios on the 10th Avenue Extension, Great Estate. Now, on the business front, the Ewutu Senior Municipal Assembly has justified a decision to demolish part of the Kaswa Old Market in the Central Region, stating the move forms part of a long-term plan to replace temporary sheds with a modern market styles.
The exercise, which took place in the early hours, affected over 800 traders operating from makeshift structures, along with several others within the enclave, triggering resistance from affected traders. Speaking to Joy News on Tuesday, April 7, the Municipal Physical Planning Officer, Stephen Kakraba, explained that the redevelopment plan dates back to 2019, when the Assembly resolved to transform the area into a structured and modern commercial space. According to him, the Assembly deliberately moved away from the use of temporary sheds due to sanitation and congestion concerns, opting instead for permanent market stores that would improve organization and hygiene within the central business district. Mr. Kakraba acknowledged the resistance from traders, but maintained that the Assembly undertook extensive stakeholder engagement before the exercise, stressing that opposition is often expected in such redevelopment initiatives. Despite the Assembly's justification, many affected traders have rejected the alternative relocation site, the Iron City Market, describing it as unsuitable for their business operations. However, the Assembly insisted that the Iron City Market remains a viable temporary option as redevelopment works continue at the old market site.
And that does it for the business story. We'll move straight to the entertainment next. But before that, let's go for a break.
Hi, welcome to Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth. Our serene environment and cozy rooms provides a pleasant stay. To book a room with us, call 055-5940-103 and 0241-972076. Locate us at Teshinungwa Estate, number 8 Coconut Street, directly behind A-Life Supermarket. Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth.
Welcome back. Now straight to the entertainment world, where the Gumwa Epam Community Park was transformed into a cauldron of musical excitement on Saturday night, April 4th, as a day 3 of the Gumwa Easter Carnival reached its peak. The Made in Gomoa Easter Carnival, championed by MP for Gomoa Central, Kwame Esari Obeng, A+, powered by the Multimedia Group Limited, continues to captivate crowds, delivering a spectacular blend of tradition, music, art, and community engagement. What began as a cultural celebration has officially evolved into a national phenomenon. It is due record-breaking crowds from across the central region and beyond. The atmosphere was charged when Sarkodie took to the stage, delivering a set of defined lyrical and high-velocity rap. Africa's most decorated rapper proved exactly why he remains a titan of the industry. Before him was Ga rap pioneer who brought a nostalgic energy to the park, providing his Makola Kwakwe vibes are timeless. Still on the entertainment front, the maiden edition of the Mega TV Ultimate Food Bazaar has been successful, held at Sea Breeze Beach, drawing hundreds of food lovers, vendors and tourists in a colorful celebration of Ghanaian cuisine and culture. The event, which took place during the Easter festivities, showcased a wide variety of local and continental dishes, providing a platform for food vendors to exhibit their skills and whilst promoting Ghana's rich food heritage. Patrons were treated to an exciting blend of food, music, and entertainment, creating a vibrant atmosphere at the beach as family and friends gathered to enjoy the holiday experience. Organizers of the event indicated the initiative is aimed at boosting local businesses, promoting tourism, and creating opportunities for small-scale food entrepreneurs to reach a wider audience. Some vendors expressed satisfaction with the turnout, describing the bazaar as a major opportunity to expand their customer base, whilst patrons praised the quality, variety, and affordability of meals on display. Security and safety measures were also put in place to ensure a smooth and incident-free event, allowing attendees to fully enjoy the experience. The Mega TV Ultimate Food Bazaar with the Mega TV maiden edition of the Food Bazaar. We go for a commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you sports. All right, on the sports desk, Kumasi Asante Kotoko title aspiration have suffered a setback after succumbing to a 2-1 loss to FC Samatex on Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning's match was a continuation of the originally scheduled game, rained off on Monday. Samatex took a commanding 2-goal lead before Kotoko reduced the deficit in the stoppage time. Christian Boateng opened the scoring for the visitors after 54 minutes in the near-empty Babayara Stadium. 6 minutes from full-time, the former Premier League Emmanuel Manam scoring a second. On the cup of full-time, Kotoko were awarded a penalty after Elvis Che Bafour was brought down in the penalty area. Samatex midfielder Samed Che was sent off for the tackle that resulted in a penalty. However, Kotoko captain Samba O'Neill mixed the resulted penalty before Albert restored pride with a consolation goal. Today's defeat to Samatex is Kotoko's 5th home loss of the season. Samatex are now 7th place with 41 points after 28 matches, while Kotoko remain in the 4th place with 43 points, 8 behind league leaders Bibiani Gold Stars. I wish a better luck to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the Porcupine Warriors. We go for a break. One return is still the mega news. At 6, we'll come your way with them foreign news. On the international front, await President Donald Trump's end of civil action threatened Iran, posted on his Truth Social account, is even more shocking than his earlier one that was rich in unprecedented